presentation, we are taking off from our previous presentation where we matched the letter sounds, previous learning of the sandpaper letters, and we connected that, we transitioned it to our letters of the movable alphabet. For this presentation, we are now zeroing in on word building with the movable alphabet. But again, working around those letters that the child is more or less familiar with. Remember, we do not wait until the child knows all the 26 letter sounds to transition to this activity, because that is not necessary. We only need around 10 to 12 letter sounds, and we could already start getting into that exercise of listening to the sound, matching it and picking up the corresponding symbol of that sound. And through that consistent exercise, the child realizes that the sequence of sounds form a word, and that as the child builds that word, sees the pattern that every word, at least in English, needs a blue letter or a vowel. And that is something that we want to show them, not necessarily talk about it, but just for them to see. It's an impression. With young children, we work a lot with impressions. And so, Aura, I'd like to do some word building with you today. I'd like to show you something today. I know that you already know some of your letter sounds, and so we're going to build words. Yes, okay. Are you going to sit there or sit beside me? Okay. So I've shown you how to open the box, right? You open the box for me. Yes, I think that would be a good angle. There. Okay. So we saw this box already, and we know that the letters of the box actually are the sounds of the sandpaper letters. Okay, now, I'm thinking of a word that talks about this thing with a long stick that you use to make a wet floor dry. Do you know what the thing is? Mop. It's a mop, right? Okay, so it's a mop. When we say the word mop, the first sound that I hear is right? You hear mop. Okay, so I'm ma. No, not ma. It's ma. Mop. What's the last sound that you hear? Ma. So that's fine. Ma. Okay, now, I am thinking of a word where it tells me about this, like a jar where you put the plants on inside it. It's pot. Yes, it's a pot. Pot. And yes. What's the first sound that you hear? P. Can you get p? Maybe you know where p is. What's the last sound? Pot. Okay. Let's go to our next word. See, when you start a new word, you were so smart. You started a fresh word from the next line. Now let's do another word. Okay. When you are standing, and I don't want you to stand, I want you to sit. 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 The first sound that you hear when you say sit, what's the first sound? Can you please get it's a fresh word, so you start here. Okay. Where sit, That's what is the sound of that letter? Are we looking for Are we saying said or sit? Yeah, Yes. Sit. Sit. Okay. So we built those 3 words today. Okay, now let's see if we will remember how to build those words again. Okay, let's do this again. We talked about this container where we put the plant. It's a pot, right? You try to build the word pot by yourself. We build it a while ago. Pot. Yes. Very good. And remember, I told you there's this word, when I think about this word, it's the thing that we use to clean the wet floor. Mop. First sound is Ma. And when you are not standing, I'm telling you to sit. Sit. Okay. That's it. So that's it, no? And so, again, classic to the cycle of Montessori. We show the child how to put the letters away, and this is how we do it. We show the child how to put the same letters together. Okay, let's put it back. It's a blue letter. Now, ideally, pretty much how we did it, we did not, even if the child only knows a few letter sounds, we did not pull out the sounds from the box. We just left it there, and we encourage the child to patiently listen to the sound and find the letters from the box. That is a good training that we'd like to achieve. No? It develops visual spanning, it develops that focus, that what am I looking for? And then we systematically have them go through the compartments of the box to find So ideally, we leave all the letters in the box and we encourage the child to pick out the letters that they need. But occasionally, we might find out that certain children really may find it hard or is taking too long in finding the letters, all the letters in the box. So if it is a challenge that you see that is keeping the child from progressing in this work, we could do a little bit of remediation just to transition the beginning child. No? Although I do not encourage you to do it unless you find it is absolutely necessary to do so. But what we could do is, when we start the work, we could isolate already the letters which we intend to use for that day. For example, you could isolate them on the lid and have give the child words to build using this isolated or pulled out letters from the box. But only if absolutely necessary.